Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV. We're in Riyadh. Just spent like 20 minutes trying to light Johnny Nelson up. I think he looks all right at the moment. I've only tried a whole week to interview you, and you don't even say no anymore. You just don't even respond.
You know what? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to just make me look like a silhouette with a white t-shirt, teeth and eyes. I know your game, man. Trying to make a man look bad.
What on earth are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. You know what you do.
Quite a spectacular setting here at Boulevard World here in Riyadh. Looks good, doesn't it? A Greek theme.
Really good. You know what? You get out here and we're in an environment now where they are making boxing one of their main sports, and now you see it, now you feel it, now you see the interest, you see the appetite coming through, and everything's laid out for this thing to happen. It's beginning of fight week. The amount of press that's here, the public that I've seen coming left, right and centre, it's just a good start to an intriguing week.
Isn't it great to see everyone like working together? We've got Queensbury, we've got Sky, we've got The Zone.
You know what? Why not? This has been the problem. You know, so you needed a parent to conk everybody's heads together and say, come on, behave yourself, get this thing done. We're set up next to The Zone, and I don't know if Queensbury or whatever, but it's cool.
Disneyland, isn't it?
It is. It's actually a cool environment. You just got to do your job.
How dangerous of a fight is this going to be for Anthony Joshua, or could it be for Anthony Joshua this week?
I'll keep repeating it. It's just the big if we've got to worry about. Everything else, I would lean towards Anthony Joshua in every single department, apart from that big if. The big if is this: if NGANNOU manages to hit AJ with the power he has, how is that going to change the direction of the fight? AJ has this is boxing snobbery. AJ has more boxing experience, skill, clearly. A former two-time heavyweight champion, former Olympian. The amount of world champions he's boxed is ridiculous. So that tells me, how can you make a guy coming from another sport into our sport and give him hellfire? The big if is, if he manages to land with the power that he's got, and I've witnessed, one of the biggest punches I've seen in boxing in Deontay Wilder. This guy is supposed to be able to hit harder than him, and if he does, if that may change the direction of this fight. AJ just has to box. He has to be the fighter he is. He's a former two-time heavyweight world champion. If he boxes, that should be enough. If he gets involved in a tear-up and he gets greedy and goes for the knockout, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one. Not in our game. He's a novice. He's a professional boxing novice. That is not wrong. He's king of his sport. And I understand that. Respect the king, respect the knowledge of his sport. He's in our sport now. And so AJ needs to shut him out.
You don't sound like a hater, like what Eddie Hearn says. You're not a hater, are you?
Don't let Eddie play with you. Eddie knows what he's saying and knows what he's doing. And anybody that thinks that are stupid. But have you seen my company man t-shirt? It's on the back.
What does it say on the back? Let's have a look. It's not a secret t-shirt. People behind you can see it. What does it say?
Company man.
Does it actually? No, but Eddie knows that you're a fan of Anthony Joshua.
Joking aside, I think anybody that knows anything knows that's foolishness, and that he's doing his job. So I actually laugh at it. I think there's some fake guy on Instagram, Johnny Company Man Nelson. So I actually like it.
You can't be a hater of Fury and Joshua. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be one or the other.
Make your mind up. I get it left, right, and centre. But you know what? Some people don't like straight talking, and that's all I'm doing. Straight talking. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Don't ask me the question.
What?
Don't ask me the question if you don't like the answer.
No, it's a fair point, because at what point do your comments become taken out of context? I suppose if you've got a history of negative comments against a certain fighter, it's not. No, I'm saying, in general, if somebody had a history of negative comments towards a certain fighter, that could be taken as, all right, Johnny's a bit of a hater, but to my knowledge, you haven't really had a consistent. You say your wacky things every now and again and whatever, but you've not had a consistent negativity towards any fighter, I don't think.
I'm saying the hater term is I'll be saying, no, he's going to lose, he's going to this, that and the other. neither Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury have I said would lose. That's not hater conversation. That's not hater talk. I've talked about you're asking me positive questions. I'm giving you positive answers. You're asking me the what ifs. I'm giving you my answer on the what ifs. It's a what if that's getting the headlines instead of the positive. So I think the fighters should know better than that. You know, I understand like the promoters and the managers and the fans getting silly with it. The fighters should know better than that. It's just how they sell it, how they get the headlines.
Are fighters too sensitive?
No, I think it's the people around them winding them up saying, can you believe what he said? Oh my God. Come on, boys. You're the ones that are getting in there doing the fighting. And it's the next fighter talking fight talk. And I bet you if you're in the gym and these conversations are had, you know, the conversation is had, it's water for ducks back.
What did you think of the news yesterday that came out that DILLIAN Whyte has been cleared to continue his boxing career? Cleared by the Texas State Commission. We don't know what the situation is with the board yet, as in the British board, but it's good for boxing that he'll be back.
KUGAN, I ain't got the headlines just like you, so we can get excited and get giddy already. If that's from the British Boxing Board of Control, so be it. The Boxing Board of Control have found it fit to give him his licence back, let him box on again. I don't know that. I've just seen the headline. I don't know the whys, the what ifs, and if that is the case, and the board has said, well, yeah, you can box on again. That means somebody has to be held accountable for this guy's career being held up, so for the shadow of doubt being put on his career. You know, he lost that on a lot of money to fight AJ. So somebody has to be held accountable. So I just don't have enough clarity or understanding of what is being found not guilty of or innocent of.
It seems like, again, from what we're reading, that the supplement company will have to be held responsible.
Exactly. If that is the case, you know, that supplement company are going to be in big trouble because you've affected a fighter's income, career, and reputation. Defamation of character.
Tyson Fury expected to be here in Riyadh this week. This should be interesting. They don't normally go to each other's fights, but this is different now, isn't it?
Well, you know what? Tyson Fury, I'm quite sure, is a fan as well. Tyson Fury has piped up this week and he's nicked a few of the headlines again. That's not what normally happens when AJ fights, and he's saying, I'm king of the hill. You know, yo, it's me. Don't forget about me. I think he put a post out saying NGANNOU should be kissing my feet because of the money I've made and the position I put him in. You know, this is, as far as he's concerned, you know, the reason why this is happening. I'd be surprised if he didn't turn up.
Repeat that again. You'd be surprised if what?
I'd be surprised if he didn't turn up. Wait on, is this hate at all? I'd be surprised if he didn't turn up.
No, just because the music was in the background and you talk like a mouse, I just couldn't hear what you said. But he will be here this week, 100%.
Well, I saw his dad yesterday. I've seen some of his crew here around. I think his younger brother's on the bill. So I'm quite sure he'll be here as a fan.
Nice moment with AJ and John Fury, wasn't it, yesterday? Or day before?
Yeah, listen, John Fury, you know, he's kind of living vicariously through his son. He's loud, he's brash, he's never changed even when he fought. You know, he's a guy that's passionate about the sport. The bark's worse than the bite. John's being John. And I'm quite sure there's the respect there between these fights. What you see publicly is to grab your attention. It doesn't matter what happens privately, but what you see publicly, yeah, and I'm quite sure there's some professional competition or professional jealousy there. And once the fight is on, that's when the games begin of getting into each other's head. But you look past it. You look past it.
You're still strong, aren't you?
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.